Welcome back, my lovely listeners, to the next enthralling chapter of The Silent Witness at Daily Stress Busters. In our last episode, we met Emily Harper, a reclusive artist whose quiet life was shattered when she witnessed a chilling crime through her apartment window. As Detective Ryan Cole entered her life, the first threads of danger and connection began to weave their intricate tapestry. Tonight, we unravel the next part of this gripping story. Chapter 2. The Reluctant Witness at Daily Stress Busters. So sit back, let the tension seep in, and let the story carry you forward. The early morning light filtered through Emily's studio, pale and hesitant, much like the artist herself. She hadn't slept. Her sketch of the crime scene lay stark on the table, a grim reminder of what she had seen. The man in the window, the arc of the blade, the blood. The image felt burned into her mind as much as it was etched on paper. She stared at her phone, its metallic surface catching the faint sunlight. The police had been thorough last night, yet her world still felt anything but safe. She'd provided the sketch and a basic recounting of the events, but every word had felt like stepping closer to a precipice. Emily wrestled with doubt. Had she already said too much? Later that day, a knock broke the silence. Detective Ryan Cole returned, his demeanor steady but probing. He was there to gather more details, but Emily couldn't shake the feeling that his presence was about more than just a case. Ryan had a way of filling the space without making it feel oppressive. He didn't press her with aggression, but rather with quiet resolve, like a tide steadily wearing away at the shore. Emily found herself answering his questions, each response peeling back a layer of her guardedness. It wasn't long before she realized the connection forming between them. Not overt, not spoken, but undeniable. Ryan seemed to see past her solitude, past her fear, and into something deeper. Emily wasn't sure if that frightened her more than the shadow lingering in the apartment across the street. As Ryan spoke, his words cut through her cautious calm. The killer might know someone saw what happened. The police hadn't released any details to the press, but it was possible the shadowed figure had seen movement in Emily's window that night. Emily's breath hitched at the thought. She hadn't felt safe since the murder, but now the walls of her sanctuary seemed thinner, more fragile. Ryan reassured her that the police would protect her, but his tone carried a weight that belied the certainty of his words. The room seemed colder as Ryan left. Emily moved to the window, looking out at the building across the street. Her gaze lingered on the darkened apartment, searching for any sign of life or threat. As the evening deepened, Emily turned back to her easel. Painting had always been her refuge, the one place where the chaos of her mind found order. But tonight, the canvas seemed to resist her touch. Every stroke felt wrong, every color clashed. Her thoughts kept circling back to Ryan's warning. She couldn't erase the image of the shadowed figure or the look in Ryan's eyes when he spoke of danger. Emily realized that staying silent wouldn't shield her from what was coming. Despite her fear, she decided to finish the sketch she had started the night before, a portrait of the shadow, looming and indistinct, its menace captured in charcoal and shadowy hues. As the night closed in, so too did the weight of Emily's reality. Her art, once a haven, had become a mirror of her fears, reflecting the shadow that now loomed over her life. And yet, in the quiet of her studio, amidst the chaos of her thoughts, a spark of resolve flickered. The reluctant witness had taken her first step towards something unknown. Here is our tonight's poetic verse. A shadow cast, a truth concealed, a canvas dark, the fate revealed. Her heart confined, her trust denied, but through the silence, courage resides. The shadow across the street holds more secrets than Emily could have imagined, and her sketches begin to unveil details she hadn't noticed before. But someone else might already know she's watching. Join us next time for Chapter 3. Shadows in the Frame, where danger draws ever closer, and Emily's world grows darker still at Daily Stress Busters. And now, dear listeners, a question for you. If you knew the truth could put you in danger, would you still speak up? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay vigilant and keep listening for the untold stories waiting to emerge.